Hello, my name is Keith Brown. I'm your new superintendent here at Klamath Falls City Schools. I just began working on July the 1st, learning a lot about the school district and about how things work. I look forward to meeting all of you and working alongside you. I appreciate everybody being flexible and so dedicated to our students. We're very excited about the new school year that starts on Tuesday. I wish all of you the best of luck. And now I'm going to share a little bit about myself, where I'm from, and who I am. I was born and raised in Kansas. My dad was a Marine who later became a policeman. My mom worked as an emergency room nurse from 1962 to 1994 in downtown Kansas City, Kansas. I played 4 years of college football, 2 years in a JUCO out in the middle of Kansas called Butler County Community College, and then I played football at Southern Arkansas University in Magnolia. And that's where I fell in love with my wife on a football field. And the way that happened was we came out at halftime to warm up, and the homecoming ceremony was still going on, and I saw this amazing person standing out there in the homecoming court, and that just happened to be my future wife. I didn't know it at the time. Then she graduated. We moved back to Kansas City. I worked full-time in an automotive repair shop and went to school at night at Mid-American Nazarene University. I was able to coach for a year in Shawnee Mission, Kansas. We're at my high school, Shawnee Mission North. I coached football and track. And then in the summertime after that was over, I landed my first job in Texas, in East Texas, in rural East Texas, in a really small town. I worked there for 13 years, and while I was there, I taught from K through 12 different subjects. I also was a bus driver, a sub-bus driver. I also trained bus drivers for 10 years. I eventually became the athletic director. I was the athletic director for 10 years of those 13, and for the last 4 of those 10 years, I was also the high school principal. I've coached every high school girls sport as the head coach. I was the head football coach, and my favorite sport that I coached, softball. We were very successful, but it wasn't because of me, it was because I had great players. Moved to Central Texas, where I was a superintendent of a small school, and in that school we were so small that every day, at the end of the day, they would line the buses out up in front of my office, and then I would look, and if one of the buses didn't have a driver, I would run to that bus and I would run that route that day. Not too long after that, I was there 4 years, and a search firm came by and asked me to apply for a much larger school district down on the coast, and so we moved down to Bay City, Texas at that time, and I was the superintendent there 8.5 years. While we were there, we had some amazing success, and we were very good. We were always student-centered, and we were able to help a lot of kids and a lot of teachers. And my wife and I always had a plan that when we reached retirement eligibility in Texas, that we would go ahead and retire there and then seek employment for myself in a place where we wanted to live, that we could still make a positive impact and help teachers, administrators, and students. And then the opportunity came my way to apply for the Klamath Falls City Schools superintendent job. We called my brother-in-law, who's lived up in this area since 1991, and he said, "Oh, I have trout fish down there. Now I get to live where I can fish for world-class trout in a beautiful environment." So we really enjoyed the outdoors. Happily married, so this year makes 30 years. We were blessed with 2 wonderful daughters who we raised, and they are now out on their own and working virtually from home. Both of them have offices in their home, and so they live a totally different world than I was raised in. And my wife loves living in Klamath Falls. She's an avid person who exercises, so you'll see her at the gym, you'll see her running around our neighborhood, swimming at the pool, and things of that nature. And so we're just very blessed to be here. I wanted you guys to get a little bit background on where I've been and what I've done. I want everybody to know that I'll be on all the campuses as frequently as possible. I'm not there to provide any disruption, but I do like to see the teaching and learning. I'd love to see the students in action and the teachers in action. But if you would like me to come into your classroom and see what's going on, please just wave me in. If you see me at the store or on the street and you want to get to know me, just say hello and introduce yourself, and we can have a conversation there as well. I look forward to working with all of you, and I'll see you on Tuesday.
Spend precious moments with the ones that I hold dear. Make up for lost